Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. So tell me, what is your name?
My name is Juan.
Hi, Juan. My name is Lida. I'll type that for you. It's a different name, an unusual name. Lida. It
Mm-hmm.
is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Tell me, where do you live?
I'm living in Monterrey, in Mexico.
Okay. Is that where you are from?
No,
Did
I
you grow?
was born in Hidalgo. This is other state. I was born and I raised there in Hidalgo, but
Okay.
I moved to here almost 10 years ago.
Okay. Awesome. Do you like it there?
Yeah, I like here.
Awesome.
Yeah, I have been living here for almost 10 years, so
So you must like it, huh?
yeah.
Or you would move. So I live in the United States, and here's a map. I live in the state of Alabama. Have you ever heard of Alabama?
Mm-hmm.
So here's Florida and Georgia, Mississippi,
Okay.
Tennessee. So I am in Alabama.
Okay.
And I'm right outside of Birmingham. It's probably the biggest city close by. Alabama really only has three big cities: Huntsville, Birmingham, and Mobile. Are kind of our three large cities in our state. So I see that there's no lesson. So is there anything specific you would like to talk about today, or do you just want to talk?
Um, we could have a free conversation, but if you want to share me some lesson, I'm okay with that.
Okay, we can talk, and then if we run out of things to talk about, we can pull up something from the library. So tell me, what do you do? Do you have a job? Do you own a company? Do you work for someone? What do you do for a living?
I work from someone for a company. For a company,
Okay.
I have been working for them for almost 4 years, actually. Yeah, for
Okay.
over 4 years.
What kind of company is it? Like, what do you do?
Software. Software. I am a test of software engineer.
Okay. Awesome. Are you married? Do you have children?
I'm married. I'm married. No children, not yet, but my wife is pregnant.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
So
And
when will you have a baby, or when will she have a baby?
we don't know.
You don't know
Not yet.
yet.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's so exciting. And you don't know if it's a boy or a girl, I assume.
Could you repeat?
Do you know if it's a boy or a girl? Or you don't
No,
know?
I don't know. We don't
You don't know.
know.
You don't know yet. Well, that's exciting. So I am married. I've been
Mhm.
married for, let me think, 9 years, almost 9 years. That's
Okay.
sad. I have to remember. It will be
Okay.
9 years in November, and we have three little boys.
Okay.
So my oldest is 5, and then my middle son is 3.5, and I had a baby in February, so he is almost 6 months old. And,
Wow.
and we're not having any more babies. We're all done with
Okay.
children. 3 is enough.
She has enough.
Yes, for us. Do you think y'all want lots of children?
Mm,
Or you don't know?
we are thinking both, but or how you say, just two or
Just
both?
2. Yes, you would say
Just two.
2.
Just two. Yeah, but I don't know, maybe three, but no more.
Yes, that's what we said. So my husband thought we should have 2. In his family, it's my husband and his sister.
Mm-hmm.
In my family, I have a brother, a sister, and myself. And so
Mm-hmm.
I thought 3 was a good number. But he said we can have 3, but no more than 3. 3 is the limit.
Exactly.
Even before we had children, 3 was the limit. But
Yeah.
we were afraid when I was pregnant the last time. We were like, what if we go to the doctor and it's twins? And then you end up with
Yeah.
4.
Just one is not a great idea. Two, maybe yes, because they can play each other.
Yes, I agree.
And 3 is a good number, I think.
Yes. And I mean, lots of people have more than that, but it's very expensive to have children. So we were like, we cannot have more than that. I mean, if you want them to, like our parents helped us like pay for college and do things like that. And if you have 5 or 6 children, unless you're just very wealthy, you will not be able to help them in that way. And then they will struggle because they will be, needing to pay back student loans or just not doing so. So we have 3. My oldest started school this week.
Mhm.
He likes it, but he's been very, very tired every night. Bedtime has been easy, so that's been nice. So yeah. So what does your wife do? Does she work? Does she stay home?
She's working, or no, she's not working right now, right? But she works. She
Okay.
has a job. She's an accountant.
Okay. Awesome.
What's the word when they need take a rest between or after? No, before the when she has the baby.
So we would call that maternity leave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maternity leave. Okay, yeah.
Leave.
1 month ago and 1 month after.
Oh, that's nice.
No,
So she'll have 1 month now and then 1
yeah.
month after she has the baby?
I mean, yeah, one month before and 1 month after, 2 months.
Okay. So is she close to having the baby?
She has 3 months.
Okay, 3 more months until the baby comes?
No.
Oh, she's
On
3 months pregnant?
February. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So
Yeah. How you say it? February?
she's going to have a baby in February?
February, yeah.
Okay, that's when I had my baby this year, though. So yeah, so she has a little while. Y'all have a little while to get ready for the baby. Yes.
Could you repeat?
You have a few months to get ready for the baby.
Mhm.
All
Exactly.
the things.
Yeah, I
Be
know.
prepared because baby things will take over your house. You'll have toys everywhere, baby swings, everything. Like my house just looks like a toy store or a baby store. That's too funny. So do you hope it's a boy or a girl, or you don't care either way?
I prefer a boy, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's a choice from God.
That's right. I agree 100%. It's nothing we can do. Whatever we get, be thankful. As long as the baby's healthy, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Yes, that's how we were. My husband did want a girl. I did not want a girl. I was like, give me all boys. Because I feel like once we had a boy and the second baby was a boy, I was like, oh, let's just have another boy. We have everything. A girl felt scary and overwhelming after having 2 boys, if that makes sense. And then I was thinking, like, when they go to college and like high school, I feel like you have to worry about girls more. Do you feel like that?
More or less.
Like, you have to be like protect your daughter more, or be like more like nervous that something could happen to her. Whereas like a boy thing, like he'll be strong, he can take care of himself.
This makes sense.
Yeah, same. Well, that's awesome. So do you live like in a big city or like the countryside?
No, we are living in Monterrey. Monterrey is like it's a big city.
Okay.
Or the metropolitan area. Yeah. There are Monterrey, Guadalupe, Escobedo, different, like, I don't know what is it in English, municipio en español. In English is municipalities.
Mm-hmm. Municipalities.
Municipalities, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Do
it's a good state.
Okay. Do most people live in like apartment buildings or houses?
We bought a house.
You bought a house. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Will your wife go back to the baby after
Yeah.
like her 1 month of leave? She plans to go back.
Mm-hmm. We are planning to, how you say, contract to someone.
Okay. So like hire or
Hire, exactly.
yeah,
Hire
someone
someone.
to like come to your house.
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be awesome. So the English word that most people use for that would be nanny. You would hire a nanny
Baby
to come
care.
to your, or
Nanny.
yes, it's a funny word. Or some people also call it
Babysitter.
babysitter. Yes, that's the more common term. Typically, people who like if they only watch your child and they watch your child all day, you might call them a nanny. Like that is their job. A babysitter typically is someone who comes to your house for like 2 hours while you go on a date. And it might be somebody different. They're not there all the time. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
They mean the same, but most of the time they're used kind of differently. Same idea, but a little different, like details.
And nanny is more expensive, I guess.
Yes. I was going to say, like, if someone has a lot of money, even if it's a babysitter, they're going to call them a nanny, if that makes sense. And sometimes a nanny might live with the family. So they could live there, like if the parents travel for work or needs like someone there all the time, like night, day, then they might live with them.
Okay.
Do you live close to like other family that will help with the baby or?
No, they are living maybe 10 hours
Oh, so
away from
far.
here. Yeah.
Okay. Your
Quite far.
family and your wife's family, do they live in the same like town?
Can you repeat?
So your family lives 10 hours away or your wife's family or both?
Both.
Both. Okay. So you and your wife met like in your hometown and then moved to Monterey together?
Actually, we are not the same. We are not from the same town.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's close.
It's close. So basically 10 hours from like
Exactly.
family. Okay. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, we are six with me.
Okay. So you have six.
Yeah,
Six including you?
yeah,
Or
six
six?
including myself, right? Or including me.
Yes, including.
Including me or including myself?
You can say it either way. They're both
Okay.
correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have two brothers and three sisters.
Okay. And are they older, younger, both? Like
I'm the second older.
you're the second oldest.
I have a older sister, or what is the word?
Yeah,
The
that's
old
right. Older sister.
or the oldest.
Yeah, she would be the oldest out of everyone because there's more than three, or there's three or more. Awesome. And what about your wife? Does she come from a large family?
Yeah, she has two sisters and
Okay.
one brother.
One brother. Okay. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, lots
Yeah,
of siblings.
and
So I think I already said this, but I have one brother and one sister. So I'm from a family of three. And then my husband is from a family of two. So not very big. But my dad is an only child. Both of his parents have passed away, so he doesn't really have family. But like growing up, my mom she is the oldest of five. So she had one brother and then three younger sisters. So I had lots of cousins on my mom's side. And we grew up together, played together. My grandmother kept us, like while our parents worked, we stayed with our grandmother. Not all of us, but some of us. And then my grandparents just passed away in the last few years. And so we still try to get together, but it's harder now that we all have our families too. So did you grow up like with cousins or like aunts and uncles, grandparents?
Here?
Mm-hmm.
No, no, almost. Actually, yeah. My brother-in-law, he's living uh, in this state, but this is a little far away from here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fun.
but almost all my family they are living in other state.
Okay. Well, what about when you were a child? Like, did you live close to like your cousins or
Yeah,
grandparents?
a lot of cousin actually.
Okay. So it was fun, kind of similar, like grew up probably more like brothers and sisters. Like my
Hmm.
cousins and I were like brothers and sisters growing up.
Yeah, almost all my hometown they are how you say familiars or family. They are family.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. Yes.
Housing for everywhere.
Yes. The same. We have my hometown is a very, very small town. Very small.
Hmm.
So you feel like that, like everyone is your family almost because it's a small town. There's not that many people.
Hmm.
So
Exactly.
you're related to everyone some kind of way, whether it's by marriage or by blood. You're related on your mom's side or your dad's side to everyone. That's interesting. Well, so did you go like tell me about like school. Did you do high school, college, university, or did you start working right out of school?
Yeah, I went to the kindergarten
Mm-hmm.
when I was 3 years old. Yeah, I went to the primary school. In Mexico is primary school, and after the um, preparatoria, what is the word for like the high school, but
Mm-hmm.
in Mexico is preparatoria.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Preparatoria is preparatory, maybe
Prepar-
preparatory,
preparatory.
preparatory, preparatory. Yeah, preparatory. And yeah, I went to the university.
Okay. And what did you
Mhm.
study at the university?
I'm a software engineer,
Okay.
or actually
Civil.
the
Let me
name.
ask you. Is it
Yeah,
civil
it's
engineer?
no, no. I mean, what I said? Uh, Software engineer. I said a software engineer. No,
Okay.
it's computing systems,
Okay.
bachelor's degree.
Repeat that for me.
Computing systems,
Computing
bachelor's
system.
degree.
So
Bachelor's
like
degree.
almost like information technology, like computer
Mhm.
systems. Okay.
Yeah, bachelor is degree in computer systems.
Okay. Computer systems. Awesome. I'm not very good with computers. And so when something doesn't work, there's computer systems like that. If technology doesn't work for me, I get very frustrated. I would not have been successful in that, studying that. So I went to Auburn University,
Hmm.
type that for you, and I studied special education. So I was a teacher and I taught students who had disabilities, varying disabilities. Some you would never know, some were obvious. And I was a teacher for 7 years in a public school, an elementary school, like a primary school. And then my husband and I decided to have children. So I started staying home. And then I've taught online with two different companies doing this type
What
of
what time?
thing.
What time is there?
So right now it is 11:55 p.m. where I live. What time is it where you live?
11:55 p.m.
Oh, look at there. I was expecting
What
it to
are
be different.
you what are you doing or what
Why
why
am I
you're
awake?
working? Why
Yes,
you're working?
good question. Why am I working when I have three small children? So I usually 2 nights, 3 nights maybe a week. I work from like 10 p.m. to midnight. So after we finish talking, I will be done for the night. My children are asleep, and so it's the time that I can just work a little, just for a little extra money. Before I taught with a different company, and the students were all in China, and so when I did that, I taught very early in the morning. Like I would wake up at like 4 a.m. and I would teach until 7 a.m. So I taught while my children were asleep. But since we had the baby, my husband works out. He goes to like a workout group in the mornings at like 5 a.m. And our baby, unfortunately, doesn't like to sleep all night still. Get ready for that. So he is very unpredictable. He doesn't wake up at the same time every morning. So I feel like I can't teach early in the mornings right now, because if my husband has gone to work out and the baby wakes up and is crying and I'm talking with someone, what do I do?
What happens if one wakes up while you're in class?
So my husband is here. So he is like downstairs. And right now we still have the baby like in a crib or a bed, like in our room. So he gets up with the baby. And then if the big boys wake up, they would just call for him. So nighttime, see, I could not do that in the morning, because if they woke up and he was going to work out and I'm teaching and they were crying or needing us, I might not know or hear them. So that's why I just choose right now in this season of life to work late at night. So, but it has been nice, because sometimes when I get finished, I'll stay up and do other things, and the house is quiet, which never happens with 3 small children. Then I am tired the next day, but I can get some cleaning done or some other things done that need to be done.
So is this your normal schedule?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yes. Just for, I mean, like I said, I only normally do it like 3 nights during the week, and then like 1 night on the weekend. So it's not bad.
How do you feel? How do you feel with that? I mean, are you tired?
Like tired? Well, I am tired, but so like if I finish around midnight and just say I go downstairs, wash my face, get ready for bed, I will typically be asleep by like 12:30 or 1. And I normally will sleep until 7 a.m.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's, so, like today I slept till 7:45. But before, when I taught early in the mornings, by the time I would get my children to bed and I would get to bed, it would still be like 10 o'clock at night. And then I would have to be up at 4. So it's the same amount of sleep, really. Just like going to bed earlier, waking up earlier, or staying up later, sleeping later. That makes sense.
Okay.
The only thing that's hard is when the baby wakes up. Sometimes right when I get to sleep, the baby will want to wake up at like 2, and then maybe again around 5. And those nights, like the next day, I'm like, I am so tired. What am I doing? Why am I teaching so
You look
late?
fresh. You look fresh.
Well, thanks. My middle son had preschool meet the teacher. He got to meet his teacher today. So I curled my hair and put on makeup. I don't always do those things before class, but since we had somewhere to go late today at like 5:30. So what do you do? What do you do lessons late at night normally, or just when you have time?
Actually, recently I used to have my classes at 1 p.m. or
Okay.
1:30 p.m. But the most usual time is 6:30 p.m.
6:30. Okay.
Yeah, but for example, I had the schedule. I scheduled this in the past. Yeah, my class yesterday and today, but my tutor, she canceled to me. and so I used or I searched available tutors, and I found you or found you
Yeah, found. hmm
found you.
Since you already did it, it's past tense. Found. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So, do you typically take lessons with the same tutor like every week, or do you find new tutors? I have some students that do both, so I'm always curious.
Usually a different tutor
Different.
every day, but recently I have been taking classes with someone
Okay.
at the same time.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So you plan it ahead of time, like you make a reservation or you schedule it.
Hmm. In fact, because she is helping me with my pronunciation, grammar,
Mhm.
improving, or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, because
awesome.
I have problems linking some phrases, some words. So
Yes,
we are working with that.
working on those. Well, that's awesome. And English is hard because some things, there's so many irregular things. Like you think you have something mastered, and then we're like, oh, wait, it's not how you do that word or say that word.
Can you
Like,
speak other language?
I cannot.
Okay.
I am not. Not. So in high school, I took Spanish for 1 year, but I cannot speak it at all. Not at
Yeah.
all. I admire you and other people who learn another language. It has to be very difficult.
Yeah. 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 No. What is the day? Sorry. The day before yesterday. How you say that? The day
You
before
would
yesterday.
the day before yesterday.
Yeah, I met to someone. I met someone from the U.S.
Okay.
Because yeah, we were on holidays
Okay.
in Los Cabos for
Yes,
four
I've heard of
days.
Los
Los
Cabos.
Cabos. Yeah, yeah. And I met him, and we
Okay.
were talking just a little bit, but I could practice my English.
That's awesome. So how long have you been learning English?
Practicing on Cambly, 7 months ago.
Okay. Did you know a lot of English prior to that, before that, or not much?
I think my English is better than I started.
Yeah. I think you speak very good English.
Thank you.
And I mean, the few like things that you've asked about, which is a great skill to have, is if you're not sure to just ask because someone will be glad to tell you, the right word. And you might see, I don't know where your tutor is from that you normally work with, but in America, like in the United States, different parts of the country have different accents and speak kind of
Yeah.
different.
Mhm. I have tutors from different parts of the world,
Yeah.
and I one of my favorite accents is British accent. I
Okay.
love
Yes.
that accent.
Yes. It is very interesting.
Mhm.
Um, And so it is very interesting. Like even though people speak the same language, it sounds different because they're from different parts of the world. And even when you're from the same country, like someone from Boston or New York will sound different than I sound.
Mhm. In the
The South,
U.S. Oh,
okay,
go ahead.
I
Sorry.
was going to say the South kind of gets a bad rap or reputation because people say that we sound funny, like where I live. Like we
Yeah.
sound country is what they'll say, country or
I would like to ask you something.
okay.
Yeah, usually I share my calls on my social media to invite people to use Cambly.
Okay.
I share this call and the tutor's profile. Cambly
hmm
says I need your consent, so
Okay.
if you are agree,
Yes.
I can share this video.
Yes, that is fine.
Okay, I would like to talk with you in other time.
Okay. That
I will
sounds good.
send a link with a video
Okay.
if you can
Okay.
how you say watch it.
Okay, I definitely will.
It's a
Well,
fun
thank
movie.
you.
It's a fun movie.
Okay, I will definitely watch it. Well, it was
Okay.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Goodbye.
too. You. Bye.